Welcome back. Let's get you some sports-related news. In badminton, India's Saina Nehwal got off to a winning start at the World Championships in London. Saina seeded 6th at the event, beat Ireland's Chloe McGee 21-10, 21-7 in the second round. She beat her unseeded opponent in just 26 minutes. Saina had got a bye in the first round. In the third round, she could play Hong Kong's Piu Yin-Yip. Now, to any cardiac surgeon, it's a professional challenge to operate upon the same patient for the third or the fourth time. But little did Dr. Jacob James Raj of the Madras Medical Mission know that he would perform the delicate surgery on a cardiac tissue that's been operated upon 7 times already. Our correspondent Natasha Doreswamy brings you the story of Oscar Stephen.
It's been 22 years of being wheeled in and out of various operating theatres for this 39-year-old man. Oscar Stephen began his long tryst with heart surgery in Chennai when he was 18 years old and hopes this will indeed be his last.
I never felt I'll have a 9th surgery. This was the last surgery for me and I'm feeling very comfortable. Previous surgery also I was not comfortable. But this 8th surgery, I am very, very comfortable. I can feel the difference.
From valvotomies to valve replacements, a permanent pacemaker and now a tricuspid and aortic repair. It goes without saying that going under the knife isn't an inexpensive ordeal. The last one alone costing 2.5 lakhs.
It is from my close relatives and friends and the hospital itself, the concessions what they gave us, the cooperation of the doctor and the guidance of my friends and relatives, we were able to make up this money.
Now we ask the question, was it unsuccessful surgeries in the past or worn out and weak heart tissue that repeatedly guided Oscar back through the doors of the hospital ward?
This time around he had trouble with this valve. It was leaking quite a bit. So they had to do a repair. This is a tricuspid valve. So they did a repair of that valve and then, that was in 2010. But then, by 2011 we realized that now this valve was leaking. This valve had a trouble. We call that a paravalvular leak, which is because the tissues were not too healthy and had given way. And the aortic valve, which is the main valve which you see there, was also having a narrowing and a leak. So now this patient came to us after 8 surgeries with a pacemaker with 3 valves in trouble.
Certainly a very high pressure situation for Dr. Jacob to not only keep Oscar alive through his 8th heart surgery, but also hale and hearty, especially since he has a 1.5-year-old baby girl waiting for him at home, who he's waiting to see, of course. In Chennai, Natasha Doreswamy for NDTV Hindu.
Well, what a great ending to that lovely story. And finally, 90-year-old P.C. Alexander breathed his last in Chennai this morning. The legend is a figure who had catapulted into reckoning as an outstanding bureaucrat. He was the principal secretary to Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and after her death to her son Rajiv Gandhi as well. He also served as a High Commissioner for India in London and has held senior posts in the UN Civil Service for a decade. Alexander's departure from the Congress came in 2002 when his name was mooted for the post of president, a race that he had lost to APJ Abdul Kalam. But the Chief Minister, Ms. Jayalalitha, has sent her condolences to the family. And with that, it's a wrap on this late night edition. Thanks so much for being with us. Good night.